up this one? There you go. All right.
So the deal is this, is that the alcohol is kind of ravaged, and, you know, we have...
Notice what just happened. The judge is basically saying that money stress ruins lives. And he's not just talking about the cost of rehab. He's hinting at something deeper. How financial pressure can spiral into crime, divorce, and even worse. Here's a question. Should the court cover treatment costs, or should it always fall on the defendant?
Self-destructive behavior. We've got memory loss, blackouts. From what is reported, wants to stop but can't stop kind of thing. The report says and indicates that you are to do intensive outpatient treatment program followed by supportive outpatient treatment program. I want to give you the chance to do this, Mr. Crumpholz, but I want you to understand that I'm not playing games, and that's why you are now still sitting in orange, and I'm not going to play this game with you again. I will give you but one opportunity to try to do this on your own, and if you're incapable of stopping, if you're incapable of doing it on your own, then I'm going to put you into an inpatient treatment facility. It's going to happen. It's whether are you going to be able to do it on your own? If not, then we're going to do it my way, and you're not going to like the way that I do it. But it's going to happen one way or the other, and I can extend you for the next 3 years, and I'll do it in a heartbeat to make sure that you're clean and sober. Not only does he have the case with us, but he has another one in another county. I don't know, have you spoken to Mr. Elick yet? Okay. The problem is this, is that how are you going to pay for it?
How's he going to pay for it?
Because while he's in custody, I can pay for things. When he's out of custody, I can't pay for it. And I'll tell you, the intensive outpatient is around $500 to $600. How are you going to pay for this, Mr. Crumpholz? When is the last time you've had a job?
I haven't had work in about a month, but
beforehand,
landscaping, like I said, Your Honor. And around this time is when I start doing Christmas lights. Well, my stepdad does the same thing, but I kind of learned from him, so I typically do it around this season.
There's no greater role model than a dad or a mom, really.
And you'll be able to pick up enough business to pay for, you know, pay for this.
Do you think he'll qualify for TAP funding?
I'm not sure what he reported to the probation officer. If he do another financial affidavit and see if he qualifies.
Next time the battery dies, so does your bond. Translation: no more excuses, not even for a dead phone. Judges love using metaphors that sting. The real question is, do you see this as tough but fair, or is a judge just flexing?
Financial affidavit in hopes that you can qualify so that we can pay for it for you. If I can't, I want to pay for it for you. If I can, I will. That way you don't have to worry, because money is an additional stress that we don't need. I want him to have a device though. Okay. Yeah, I want you to have a device so that I know that you're not consuming alcohol. If the one time you consume alcohol, you will get another warrant and you will stay with me this time. And I'm going to tell you now, the treatment facility, the program is a minimum 6 to 8 months if you respond well to treatment. If not, you could be potentially there for 1.5 years in a treatment facility. Do you understand? It's going to happen one way or the other. That's it. So once he's released, must have a job within 30 days. So you have your own company, or what about?
Pressure washing, exterior cleaning. We do Christmas lights about this time.
What about Mr. Crumpholz working?
So we don't have the work right now. I have 2 employees currently.
Financial affidavit. If you don't have money, life will suck. It's not exactly sugar-coated, but the judge isn't wrong. This is courtroom tough love at its rawest. What do you think? Is this just a harsh reality check, or is the judge crossing a line? Clip 3.
Okay.
But I have told David that, in fact, for example, you have 2 weeks of parking lot striping coming up next week that, you know, I would like him to be there. He's an amazing worker. when his head is in the game. When the emotions, all those things get involved,
It's a great sign.
it gets a little more difficult, but
That's the idea. You got to understand that this life, this life is a journey, Mr. Krumpholz. And I'm going to tell you now, how old are you? You're 22. If you don't have any money, your life really is going to suck. Really, really bad. The divorce rate is so high in this country because of one reason. No one has money. And when you don't have money, what happens? You start fighting. And when you fight, what happens? And it's a cyclical process. It's over and over and over. People fight. They have no money. They have no education. They have no way of getting money. And they can't buy anything. And then they end up fighting and they end up getting divorced. You set yourself up now. And you work your ass now so that when you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, you have money. You can go on fabulous vacations, fabulous trips. You can buy a Jaguar, go to, a Michelin star restaurant. Landscaping, you will have a very tough life. Unless you're able to have some kind of extravagant, really kick-ass business.
I put a lot of work into it. I'm very creative and it's something I do like to do. I slacked. I haven't been doing what I was supposed to do.
It starts with one thing, a clear head. And as he said, you're an amazing worker when you have a clear head. That's all it takes. Mind over matter. That's what it's about. So I will give you this opportunity. It's the last time. I'm not going to do this again. You test positive again. You pick up a new case. I will keep you with me for a very long time. Do you guys have anything you'd like to add or state?
His name is David. After David, and just like David, he had an amazing, had a big heart. My son has a big heart, and he had to go through this discipline as well. And I do believe that when David decides to honor God and surrender himself to God, there's going to be a lot of things that will happen for him. But he needs to start with him wanting to be better.
When you get out of here, where are you going?
Probably back to my grandma's house.
So that's what I'm getting at, I'd like to do that, and there's a couple of things that I'd like to do. I want to give him a curfew because I don't think anything good will happen in the middle of the night. I don't want you out in the middle of the night because there's nothing good that happens at 2 a.m, and I don't want you out. I want you to stay with mom so that she knows where you're going at all times. And I want you to either faithfully work or get back into school full time. If it were me, I would have you get back into school because the more education you get, it correlates the more money you make in life. That's it. In life, if something was easy, everybody would be doing it. No, it's very, very difficult to be a doctor. That's why they make so much. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Landscaping is an easy thing. That's why it's so difficult to make a lot of money in it. But if you get into school, get a great education, and you learn something that not many people know about, sky's the limit. I use this example a lot, and I know I got a lot of people waiting, but I have a friend of mine who, we all made fun of because he worked at Chick-fil-A, right? But he really liked it, and he did really well at it. He started, washing dishes at Chick-fil-A. He now owns 2 Chick-fil-A's, and he's making $400,000 a year, running 2 of the most successful Chick-fil-A's here in this county. Sick money he's making a year. He put his heart, put his soul into it. God, this guy's a limit. That's what's great about this country. That's what you need. And that's what's going to happen. And if not, you stay with me. You understand?
Classic last chance speech. Judges get defendant's role. But here's the catch. It's also a trap. One mess up and the court's patience vanishes. If you were the judge, would you risk giving someone like this one more shot? Clip 4. Here comes a
funding, and then IOP, SOP. And then, so the other thing is that he's got the case in the other county. I don't want him traveling other than having to deal with the case in that county as well.
Which device do you get the alcohol monitoring device?
The cheapest one, probably the portable device. If you ever have any questions, if you ever have any issues, you know where to find me. I can always help you. If you see him slipping up, just let me know or let Mr. Elick know, and we'll do everything we can to help him. If you ever have any issues, call us, stop by, send me an email. I'm happy to help you in any way. We have another guy that reached out to me yesterday, is having issues, right? So email me and we're doing what we can to try to help him. So that's what it's about. You got to communicate with us and we'll help you. All right?
Okay. Your Honor, I do have a question. Will there be PO reporting?
Every month. Absolutely.
Testing and things like that?
Absolutely. I'm putting a device on him so I know that he's not consuming alcohol. He's going to have to blow into this device daily to prove to me he's not consuming alcohol. He's also going to have to take, weekly drug tests so that we know he's not, no marijuana, no mushrooms, no, nothing. No illegal drugs. You should be clean right now. Good. The next time I test you, if you test positive for marijuana, guess what happens? Right. It's not hard. Mind over matter. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for coming. All right. Good luck. Thank you, Ms. Reyes. Hey.
Hola, buenos días, ¿qué tal? Me llamo Luis Linda. Mucho gusto.
Nice to see you.
Solo miro después y le contesta nada más en
Last person on the
español.
very back docket.
Mírenlo ahí, por favor.
Sirium Mateo.
Mateo, eso es.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Siri, you're not Mateo. El teléfono le está hablando al juez, ¿cómo le parece? Robot.
All right, Mr. Sirium Mateo,
Siri, Mateo,
you were charged with criminal trespass.
domicilio.
Order in court, please.
Sin permiso.
Come to my attention that you have now picked up 2 felony
Ya ha
offenses.
tenido 2 ofensas por delito mayor. Mire el juez Blanco.
So, what happened in those cases?
Trespass or in
No, in the felony cases.
felonies, so he's charged with fraudulent use of ID, so it says the officer dispatched to a Wheeler Transit Center and he observed the complainant holding the defendant on the ground. He had a verbal exchange with the complainant and then spat in the complainant's face. And once the defendant was searched,
He spat in the complainant's face?
Yes, Your Honor. And then once the defendant was searched, entered into arrest, they found a bank card belonging to another complainant.
Pertenecía a otro querellante.
And in regard to the harassment of a public servant case,
Caso de acoso.
Get upset getting arrested?
yes, Your Honor.
Sí, señoría, no escuché lo que dijo la juez.
Let me see how that one's
Vamos a
split
ver
as.
cómo fue la declaración. Mire, pues,
Is there an ICE holder?
hay orden de detención de inmigración.
Currently, I don't see an ICE hold.
Actualmente no veo orden.
Twist. New defendant, new case, criminal trespass. But hold up, it's connected to bigger felony charges. Fraud and assault. Courtrooms are like real-life soap operas. One small charge often unravels into something much bigger. Ever notice that?
Last page on the document. We gave you a PR
Le
bond,
dimos una fianza
Zerio Mateo.
personal, señor Silvio.
The only thing I asked you
Una cosa que yo le
is don't get in trouble.
no se metan
You've
problemas,
now picked up 2 felony cases.
casos por delito mayor.
As a result, I'm now going to revoke your bond and I'm going to raise it to 5,002. If you are able to bond out, you must appear here the next day.
El siguiente día, mire el juez, la cara
It
del
looks
juez.
like your bonds up in the felony courts are set around 15,000. You guys show an immigration detainer? You do not? Okay. So far, there's no immigration detainer, and I don't know. Ernesto, the felonies are set for 11/14. Do you want to set them for after? Or closer to? What would you like?
I can do the 15th, Judge.
Yo puedo ser el 15,
Yeah, it's up to whatever you'd like. 11/15 would be,
19 del mes.
it's a Friday, so,
Yeah, the 19th, fine.
okay. All right, so you know that's what's expected of you, Mr. Zerium. If you bond out, you must appear here the next day
Al siguiente día,
so we can give you bond conditions.
para poder darle sus condiciones de fianza.
pero
Okay.
mi hermano,
Solo mil
Oh,
juez.
Your Honor.
Mi
As
hermano
it's
va a
pled,
pagar
so
eso si-
the complainant that he spit in the face of
Was
is
that-
the public servant, yes, and then the complainant of the fraud
La
case is the
querellante
one
del
that
caso
owned the
del
card that was
fraude es el
found
dueño
on
de
the
la
defendant.
tarjeta que se le encontró en posesión del acusado. Señor, le voy a pedir por última vez, solo mire el juez.
esa tarjeta lo encontré nomás en el
Ok,
suelo.
muy bien. Lo dice con el oficial.
Síguelo.
He what?
GED, you also wanted him to get enrolled in the GED for his GED course.
I asked you to do two things, Mr. Adame. The first thing I asked you to do was anger management classes because
Yeah, because I have a.
don't say anything. The other thing I asked you to do was enroll into a GED or like type program because you don't have a high school diploma, do you?
No, but I'm already enrolled in Penn Foster, but I need to pay. So that's why I barely started working. So I could pay. I haven't got paid yet. That's why.
This is really important. You can't go through life without a high school diploma. And every time you come here, I'm going to keep nailing that into your head so that at some point you get your GED or high school equivalent. You're going to get nowhere. You're going to make pennies to what other people make until at the minimum you have a high school diploma. You did an anger management class. This is great.
Okay.
Good job. I really hope that you took it to heart and you learn, because the idea is you don't want to pick up any more of these cases, and with patience, you won't. This is great work.
Thank you.
So, how soon do you think you'll be able to start the GED?
Probably because I still gotta pay my bond, my monitor.
No, I'm paying everything for you.
No, I'm
He
paying
also
the
has
bond.
felony court.
I haven't
He
paid
has
for-
conditions in felony court,
You
I
know.
believe.
No, I have to pay for the bond.
Can I pay for the felony one too?
Can I ask one question also?
Wait.
That money can be used for him to get the GED.
Correct.
The moment is huge. The judge nails it. Without a GED or diploma, you're stuck at the bottom rung for life. And it's more than legal advice. It's real-life advice. Quick poll. Do you think the school system fails people like this long before they ever end up in court? Clip 6. That's the mic.
He did have to go back to court up there because he got a BVR because they